Another banger. Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, fan down, fan down. If I tell you, say I love you, no day for me, and down. Oh, young girl, do not tell me, no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your love, 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 love,
Okay guys, so I'm doing a Goya bean, kidney bean. I'm doing from the bag. So always use temperature water when you soak your beans. And a good trick that I do is I add a little bit of salt to break down the bean, but not kill the goodness of the bean. Make sure it's super clean. And let it soak. Okay, hola mi gente, it's your girl, your house girl, cooking queen up in her kitchen. And I am doing a guanima today, a simple plain guanima con habichuelas from a bag. So I have my ingredients over here to start my dough. I have salt, I have flour, and I also have cornmeal, spring water. Same situation again as we did before. Now, when you do beans from a bag, you have to make sure you soak them. Technically, you're supposed to do it overnight, 24 hours for a better bean. But if you wanna up the process of a bean, not soaking it for 24 hours, there is little different things you can do to kickstart it, which is putting salt in it, keep it at a nice temperature, room temperature, and also when you cook the bean, of course, all this Latina should know this, you make sure that the water is not super hot. So it was on a high, now I have it on a very low, so you can start the process slowly and cook it to perfection, donde quedan bien blandita. And then my ingredients I have here, I have a cup of green onion, I have a 1/4 of garlic, I have achiote, a 1/3 of achiote, I have a half a cup of sofrito, I have aloes chapeado, I have mixed diced Mexican peppers, and then I also have diced regular white onions. I have some provolone cheese here, which I'm going to add at the end of the dish with the nice guanima and the bean on top, and shred this perfectly onto the plate. However, there's many different ways you can do guanima. Remember, it's your kitchen, it's your ideas. If you work with what you know best as a cook. So I didn't have regular cilantro, so I'm doing the powder cilantro, which is it's more expensive, as you guys know. So I'm using that into my lovely bean. I'm also doing some bacalito for my king. And I have my pots ready. This is going to be my pot for the guanima, which is super hot, as it should be. But you definitely want to make it a slow cooking process when you don't soak the beans, like, if you do them less than 24 hours. I mean, technically, that's how you're supposed to do it. But, there's different techniques you can do in your kitchen to up the process of cooking the bean when you don't have time. Just do everything differently, vice versa. Keep it on a slow simmer, low-high heat, and let it rock out. So, with that being said, that is what's going up in my kitchen on this lovely Sunday with my family. Your girl, what's up? Okay guys, so I'm getting ready to stick in my Goya kidney beans, okay? These are the long grain versions. Now, however, I want to wake my beans up a little bit, so I turned it up on a high, but I'm going to bring it back to a simmer, to a low medium. And again, ladies, it all depends on your stove. If you have an electric stove, a gas stove, mine's is gas, so it's pretty hot. So you have to go by your kitchen oven stove. All right, so let's do this. So as you see some of the steam coming out or whatnot. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead, and I already put a little bit of salt in there. Go ahead and throw them in, and then I'm gonna bring it down, as I just mentioned a second ago. Make sure you give it a nice little stir. let it rock out. Now I'm gonna let this rock out for about a half hour before I peekaboo and take a peekaboo, and then go from there, see where I'm at with my bean, my texture to my liking. And then of course I always add in all my ingredients towards the end, and let it rock out for another half hour or so. So it is a little process, but it's so worth it because it gives me time to come over here and finish and get with my my dough here for my guanime. So that's how I do it. Okay, mi gente, so another little trick that I do in my kitchen for the dough, for the masa, for the guanime, I do a little pinch of Domino sugar. Make sure it is the best sugar because it does help. You don't have to put as much in. So I do a little, just a little pinch. And this is about 2.5 cups of maíz, which is cornmeal, and regular flour. And then I do a little pinch of the salt. So if you check out my other videos, you will know exactly the way I do this. But that is a little trick you can do just to give it a nice little twist to the dough, to the tasting. And of course, I always use spring water when I do stuff like this. Nice clean water. And go as you mix, as you know. So I'm ready to make my nice dough. Here, girl. Okay guys, so here's my beautiful dough. And the next step I do, which is actually the last step, you just basically throw in a little bit of olive oil, your choice. This is extra virgin olive oil. And this, what it does, it gives it a nice glow to your dough. And it masters and separates everything together. The dough and the maíz together. And it gives you a nice brown ball. So it's easier to cut the guanime the way you, in your liking, and the pieces you like. My mom does the longer version. I do the little dumplings. I've done them both actually. So if you check out my uploads, you will see that. So if you see how pretty the dough is now, just that olive oil, that's what it should look like before you get busy. Your girl, rawr. Okay guys, so it's been almost about 2 hours, and these babies are ready to go. And as you see, you don't want your beans to be smushy. You don't want them to fall apart. You want them to be perfect, like you would get them out of a can. So these babies are ready to get seasoned up and sit for a low simmer for about another 20 minutes, and they're done. So let's go ahead and get all these ingredients in here. So that is my green onion, 1 cup. So if you following the clips before this, you'll know exactly what I got going on over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and toss these in. I don't want to repeat myself. And look at that, nummy. And I also have my guanimes over here. I decided to do bolitas. So instead of just the other ones that I've done before in the past, these are balls. So you can always switch it up, ladies. You can switch it up with your masa, with your dough, with your dumpling, however you want to do it. Remember, it's your kitchen. And there's my white onion. This is when it gets real. My cilantro. This is the dry cilantro, but you can use whatever cilantro you have. I'm just executing it with this because because I do not have the fresh cilantro, but it does the same stuff. This is what I actually use when I do my pasteles. You don't have all those crazy leaves. Then we're gonna do the mixed peppers here, which I'm grateful to buy them like this, all chopped up and ready. Last but least, I'm doing the olives, and these are the chapiao ones. Give it a good mix. Simmer. Well, you don't want to be too rough with the spoon. Tear your beans up and just tap around. Look at that. Yummy. Good. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this in, guys, and I'm gonna put a little packet of sazon. I'm gonna put 2 packets of sazon just to break it up, give it some good flavor, and a little pinch of adobo. And that would be it for my bean mix here. Okay, guys, and so my dumpling is gonna be jumping in this pot, and I'm gonna wait till the beans are almost done before I do the dumpling, because dumpling is very easy. As you know, it floats to the top, just like you would do a pastel, and you know it's good to go. Alrighty, your girl. Okay, guys, so I put in my olives, chapiao. Now I'm gonna just use the original regular adobo, all-purpose adobo. 2 packets of sazon. Good flavors in here, yummy. Alright, and do not forget, of course, if you do a paste, Goya paste, that is perfectly fine. This is the way I like to go. I know many like to do the salsa, just the sauce, but it doesn't matter either way. The only difference is the paste, it'll stick more to the bean, and that's why I prefer the paste. Or you can actually do both if you like, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a little bit, a fourth of this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my whole can of 4-ounce tomato paste from Goya. Okay, guys, so as you see, I put my tomato paste, my little bit of Goya salsa on this side, and then we're just gonna mix and let it simmer. Mix it very lightly. Again, you don't want to destroy your bean. You want to keep your bean intact because they will peel easily, so you have to be very gentle with this when you do bean from the bag. Okay. Now, later on, we're going to see the magic to this deliciousness. Oh my gosh. So good. Alright, say bye-bye. Let it back out.
Give me your